Accidentally. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, sort of accidentally. I used to run an airborne assault team in the military, and then I got blown up by a suicide bomber in Afghanistan in 2009, and I ended up getting out and coming back and uh, came back to Texas. And my next door neighbor, he was telling me a little. I was just trying to figure out what I wanted to do. I
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Podcast. I am your host, Q Edmonds. Got another guest that excites me here, another person who I'm sure is going to bring so much nuggets and value to our podcast and to the platform. Listen, this gentleman brings Main Street to Wall Street. And what does that mean? I'm going to let him tell you. But I'm super excited to have him here today. Super excited to pick his brain about what he do, the processes that he used. And so I want to introduce you all to Mr. Josh Fuller. Mr. Josh, how you doing today, sir?
ha- Good to see you guys.
Oh
Um,
man,
Thanks for having me on the podcast, man. So yeah, I mean, in a nutshell, what we do is like you said, we try to bridge Main Street to Wall Street. So back when we were when I got started in 2012, a lot of people were gatekeeping. Nobody really wanted to. You had to pay 50,000 for this, information and this and that, and it was extremely hard to get a hold of just general information. And it took me a long time to start to be able to sell to hedge funds. And then that basically just became my thing. And what's cool about what we're doing is like where you're getting to time travel, you're getting to bypass all of this stuff. You're not going to have to try to do all the things and all the years and years and years it took for us to really dial in the cap rates, the gross yields rates, and being able to find out whose acquisitions, what MSAs they're working in. We do all of that work for you, and um, we we just know exactly the buy box of what they want. So we try to help the everyday wholesalers uh, get their properties over to Wall Street, and then we help Wall Street not have to talk to the everyday person that has all of the regular questions that they're like, I've got $10 billion to spend. I'm not talking about this and that. So we try to bridge that gap and
yeah,
increase assignment fees for wholesalers.
I love it, man. Hey, Josh, do this. Give me a little origin story, man. Where did the thought come from to get into this business, to get into this processing? Like, how did you walk into this, man?
Accidentally.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, sort of accidentally. I used to run an airborne assault team in the military, and then I got blown up by a suicide bomber in Afghanistan in 2009, and I ended up getting out and coming back and uh, came back to Texas. And my next door neighbor, he was telling me a little. I was just trying to figure out what I wanted to do. I started a landscaping company, that thing failed. Started a construction company, that thing failed, and just trying to figure out just what to do. And my next door neighbor's like, he owned like a commercial building. He's like, well, you ever thought about real estate? And I was like, I don't want to be a realtor.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
Like that's
Yeah,
not,
yeah,
it's just not my thing. And so I found this app called meetup.com, and I went on there and I was like trying to search for anything. I love business, but I don't want to be stuck in an office all day in a cubicle. And I love construction or building stuff with my hands, but I don't want to have to deal with the contractors every day and nobody showing up and then people stiff you on payments. And I was like just trying to find something where there's local meetups that I can go to that of like-minded people, or something I haven't even heard of yet that could be possible. And so I went to this RIA, so REIA. I'm sure everybody here knows what that is. A nice little RIA. And these guys are talking about buying houses from the auction steps in 2012 without licenses. You can just go up there and buy it, or you can go and buy it before it goes to auction. And I'm like, what the heck are you guys talking about?
right.
And so I found this gentleman named Steve Barringer, and I was like, dude, I will do whatever you want to, man. I was like, if Afghanistan was way worse than this, I was like, I'll do whatever you teach me about this. And so I had the opportunity to be able to work with him and build up his portfolio, and he taught me, a lot during the time. Got to have some really great partnerships with people like Steve Labus, and went to work for a little while for some. One of my buddies convinced me to go do sales for his organization for a little while, and then stepped away from that. And but I'm very particular on, like, I'm a huge why guy, so I'm always trying to find who's the best buyer out there. So I get into data, I figure out where trends are going, and so from there it all just kind of makes sense to me. And so just after a while, I'll be like, oh, who's this person? Who's that person? Then I'm like cold calling, cold emailing. Nobody answers for 2, 3, 4 years, and then finally start to get in the right places, get in the right rooms, and cultivate these relationships. And they're like, oh, you've ever sold to a fund before? Absolutely, of course I have. Oh, Craig, here's our buy box. I was like, oh,
Yeah,
sweet. And then now that one works. Now I got a bunch of them, and then a lot of them, we kind of know each other now, so it's become a self-fulfilling prophecy at this point. But never knew that this industry existed, that you could do this without a real estate license. But yeah, so I mean,
yeah.
it's been a blessing to be able to um, work in this space. I absolutely love it.
Absolutely, man. So I know you hear this, and I'm gonna say it sincerely. I can't figure out any other way to say this, but I just say it with a sincere heart, man. Sincere heart. Thank you for your service, man. Thank you for what you've done. Thank you for the way you've served. Really, really appreciate it. Got more courage than me because I have not served. I did not have the courage to serve. So that's why I say sincerely, man. Thank you for what you've done. I appreciate you.
You're worth it.
That's right. Appreciate that, brother. So man, it sounds like you have definitely overcome a lot of obstacles. I always have this saying, I like how you say, knowing your why. I say when you know who you are, you know what to do. When you know why you do something, you know exactly what to do in any situation that you're in. And I also like to say destiny has no wasted moments. Meaning like the things that we were involved in the past, some skills is transferable to where we are now. And so I would love to know if there's any personal strategies that you have identified that kind of make you the businessman that you are now. And when I say that, some people go to the gym, some people meditate, some people talk about, discipline. Like, are there certain personal strategies that help you be the person and the businessman that you are today?
1,000%. Well, I give all the glory to God and Jesus Christ. So he's the number one thing in my entire life that'll
Mhm.
make anything happen. And if you go against him, he'll make sure that
If you're looking for consistent, high quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency, it's the most sophisticated, data driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
uh, he'll make sure that you have a different path. And
Mhm.
just like everybody says, you're the sum of your five closest friends, right? So you have to be very careful and guarded on who you're hanging out with. And so that's why I spent all my 20s not going out and partying, just going to real estate meetups at 7 a.m., getting around people that are 50, 60, 70 years old, not around the 20-year-olds that are just trying to sleep around everywhere. I need to build a business because I have um, a vision for myself and where I want to be. And one of the main things is I have an unfair advantage in business, and I think people really need to have a paradigm shift in their mind, because some people look at the worst tragedy that ever has ever happened to them, and I'm not downplaying it, whatever it is. But
Right.
my mind works that whatever that worst day of my life was is the best day of my life.
Mm.
Because if I was able to go through that and I'm able to survive, it's like, okay, well, a real estate deal went bad, still not getting blown up, you know? So like you can't mentally hurt me. Like
Yeah.
you can't do it. And then so when something bad happens, like, okay, we have to get around this. We have to fix it. And I have a rule in my company. It's like you cannot come to the table when we're having a meeting with so if somebody comes up with a suggestion, you can't just x-nay that without having a solution. I don't want to just be hearing like, oh, that I don't like that, I don't like this, I don't like that. Okay, well, how can we come up with something better? Maybe it
Yeah.
isn't the right idea. And then in the military, I used to hate this saying. It's like, we're doing it because it's always been done that way. It's like, well,
Mhm.
w- yeah, we always used to walk through the minefields, but what if we walked around them, you know?
Yeah.
And they're
Yeah.
like, it's always been done that way. I'm like, that's why a lot of people died, you know? Like maybe we shouldn't do this.
Yeah.
So, if something's not working in business, I hate it when it says it's always been done that way. So like title companies will say that to me, or some acquisitions or dispo will say something, and I'm like, yeah, but have you tried this or have you tried that? Or they're like, oh, well, title work hasn't gotten back yet, or the HOA hasn't gotten back to us yet. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
who did you call? Oh,
Yeah.
well, they're supposed to call us back. Okay, give me that phone number. And then
Mm.
I call them. Have you guys gotten called yet? No, we haven't gotten called yet. Or yes, we did, but we're waiting on this. Who are you waiting on? Well, okay, actually, there was something at this, county or whatever that we needed to get it done. And what are they waiting on?
Mm.
Well, blah blah blah. Or there's an attorney. I'm like, okay, then you have to learn these very specific words. So like
Come.
if you're getting to a closing, you have, like, let's say it's a foreclosure, but for some reason a fund needs a survey. Let's just call it a survey. And we have to close in 7 days. And the title company's like, sorry, they're 21 days out. So normally, it was beginning wholesaler or something, you're like, oh great, the deal's dead. It's like, no, no, no. How much money can I pay you to get in the front of the line for a rush fee? And they're like, oh, okay, so you want a rush fee? Oh, I can have that done in 2 days. Well, why didn't you tell me about that before? Well, I just didn't think you wanted to spend an extra $180. I'm like, ma'am, I'm making 18 grand here. I'll give you 250, and Starbucks. Like, let's work together about this. But there's people, so whatever blocks come your way from other people, don't take it as that's a law. It could be, for a great example, like the streets in Thailand. Those things on the road are suggestions. They're not
Mm.
laws. Like everybody's going in and out. So if somebody comes to you and says, "Oh, well, I don't think it can be done this way." It's like, "Well, how can it be done that way? Like, how could in the if we had to have it done by tomorrow, how would it do it?" Well, it costs a little bit extra. I don't have the resources at here. I'm a skeleton crew right now. And I'm like, okay, could my team start to cold call for you, or get a hold of this attorney or that attorney? And they're like, oh, that'd be so helpful. And
Mm,
you're pushing it along.
yeah, yeah. Now, man, you said so many things that are just golden nuggets. So now listen, Josh, I'm gonna be vulnerable with you. You know, don't judge me, man, but I'm be vulnerable with you, right?
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
One of the things that burns my wife biscuits is when we are in disagreement and I do not offer a solution. It burns her this like she was like, listen, you telling me what you don't like, but you ain't gave me no solution. It burns her biscuits, and so don't judge me, man. Look,
You feel no,
don't judge, don't judge,
I'm not. You're feeling a little convicted there. That's what I heard.
bro. 100% feel the conviction, and you know, it's it's something about when you go through certain things in life where they were designed to take you out, but when they don't take you out, it changes your whole perspective. You literally go from having a fixed mindset to a growth mindset. You're like, listen, if I've been through this, I can go through anything. And so I love the nuggets that you drop because that's what really is impacting me is confronting my adversities and overcoming my adversities literally trains that solution part of my brain to say, hey, we stuck now, but let's get unstuck. We don't have to stay stuck. And so I'm putting this out there for our viewers from somebody who already is solution based focus and somebody that's learning solution based focus. Listen, we in transition. It can happen. You don't have to be stuck. And so that's why I said, man, you so many nuggets that you said that was very, very impactful. So I really appreciate you sharing that.
Yeah, and if you one of the little things that I do inside my iPhone is every morning at 6 a.m. I have one of those reminders that pops up that says there's two things. What's one thing that you could have improved on from yesterday, and what's one thing that you're grateful for? And
Amen.
like it's extremely biblical on gratitude. So, um, and it's funny how many things start to come true now. Now they're believing the science and all this stuff, but it's already been written,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
the same part of your brain that has anxiety is the same part that
Same
is
part.
used up for gratitude. So when you're
Same
saying,
part.
"I'm thankful for this, I'm thankful for that," your anxiety will go away.
Yeah. So you're gonna love this, man. Two things. One, there is a book by Dr. Caroline Leaf. It's called Switch on Your Brain. And one of her open thesis statements is that science is just now catching up to the Bible.
Mm.
Like you and I, we know there are things that is written that and listen, no disrespect to people watching. We're not trying to make this a biblical show, but me and Josh is talking, y'all listening. These are our beliefs, right? There are things that's written in the Bible that science is just now catching up to, right? So that's one thing. And how you said you have a reminder 6 a.m. This is my reminder 6 a.m. is a scripture that says, God is able to bless me abundantly so that in all things, at all times, having all that I need, I can abound in every good work. Now tell me that's not getting out of a fixed mindset, right?
Mm.
Tell me that's not pushing me to be solution focused, that God has blessed me that I can, no matter what situation I'm in, I can overcome it. And so I repeat that thing to myself every morning. Matter of fact, I got it set for 12 p.m. too. So constantly telling myself, there ain't nothing that's in front of me that I can't overcome. And so, man, I figure you would love those two things, man, because it sounds like, this is the message that you're preaching. So, I appreciate you, man. Just let me ask you, brother, what's the next real goal for you, man? Do you have something in sight that you're looking at that you feel like is the next real goal?
Yeah, we're really trying to open. So right now we're open and doing well in Texas, Florida. We're picking up right now, Atlanta, Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Boise, Idaho, Indianapolis, Indiana. Haven't done anything in Ohio yet, but that market is open. The Midwest is open on quite a bit. And then Oklahoma is open a lot, OKC and Tulsa. So what we're trying to do is get many deals pushed through in those markets and just sticking to our buy boxes, um, and 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 really just trying to increase that. And so, I mean, just focusing on those things, because my first mentor, that guy I was telling you about, Steve Barringer, I would, uh, he was single family housing. That's all he did. He had his price points that he wouldn't go below or above. And he'd stick to 3 bedroom, 2 bath, 2 car garage houses up to 4 bedroom, 2.5, or 3 bath, 2 car garages between certain year ranges. That's it. So then I'd get the squirrel, right? I'd be like, well, what about this apartment complex? What about this mobile home? What about this piece of land? What about this deal and that? And every single time he'd give me Gary Keller's The One Thing. He'd be like, go back and read it. So I must have read that book 14 freaking times, and I'll still try to catch myself doing it. Well, somebody would bring me an opportunity, and I would implore your viewers here to, we watched a lot of people go out of real estate in this last, I don't know if you call it recession, but this last economy cycle of real estate, and it's because you're not sticking to one thing. Now,
Mm,
if you're trying to move anything and everything, I get it though. Sometimes we're not poor, but sometimes we get broke and we have to hustle. Maybe you have to move a sub two, maybe you have to, and it drops in your lap. Totally get it. But what I'm saying is you're going to run out of your marketing budget. You're going to run out of the most important thing, which is your time. If you're just chasing all these deals, and especially if you're not in the commercial world, and I mean that by multifamily and or commercial, especially land development too, or high end homes, as a very niche market. And in those places like multifamily and commercial, they have things called feasibility periods. And those feasibility periods are not your regular option period where you think you're going to make money quick and you got 7 days. No, no, no. These things can be anywhere from 30 days to a year long
yeah.
minimum. And then
Mm,
at the end of that, most of the time you're not getting paid. So that's why a lot of the trust fund people, and I'm not saying this about every single commercial person, every single multifamily person out there but most trust fund people and the guys that they're in fraternities, they're at TCU, and they get passed down from this business from their dad and all that, and they have the ability to wait a year to get paid. Do you? So it just need
mm,
you just need to take reflection on how much do I need to live in the next 7 days, 30 days, 6 months, and then take that and be like, okay, this is my strategy each quarter, this is my strategy each month. And then one of the things that I was taught by my second business partner, Steve Labus, who used to run manufacturing companies, he would come in and make them more efficient. And they were the ABCs. So, and this helps me a lot with my business. So,
yeah.
the A items have to get done today, no matter what. Because, like, you go to bed and everybody's in the company and you're all crazy. I got 20, 40 things to do. I don't know what to do, this and that. The A items have to get done today or the world ends. The
Mhm,
B items have to get done this week. The C items are the filler items that our brain clutters up and they think that they're A items, but they're really not. And they can
mm,
get done this month or this quarter, or it's just BS that we push off. So we whiteboard this stuff every single day in a letter of importance. And then you put those into your traction, you put those into your VTO, and you look at and then what has to get done today, what could get done this week, and then the rest of the stuff you'll end up finding out like I was just trying to like just fill time, just to fill time, just to be a solopreneur that has all this busy stuff to do. But
mm,
like you have to get hyper focused on the things that make you the most money, revenue generating activities. Like if I need to go build a spreadsheet or something like that, versus like I need to underwrite a deal right now because it can get moved in the next hour. Well, go after the revenue generating activity.
yeah. Yeah. I love it. And I never heard this, so I appreciate you. A couple things you said, the Gary Keller, the one thing, appreciate you saying that. And then the ABC, the A, things that has to get done today. These are imperative. They have to get done. B, the things that needs to get done this week. and C, looking out for the clutter of the things that think they A, but they actually not A. So, man, I love that, man. I absolutely love that, man. Great nuggets that you've given. Listen, Josh, if someone wanted to reach out to you, connect with you, learn more about what you're doing, how can they get in contact with you, sir?
So our website is wholesale, the letter or the number 2, hedgefund.com, not plural, singular. We've got we've got both websites, wholesale to hedge funds and wholesale to hedge fund. Or we've got the other ones down right now. So go to wholesale to hedgefund.com, enter your property there. We've got Instagram accounts, we've got TikTok accounts, we've got Facebook accounts, and they're all the same name. So search us there. You can find us on any social media platform. You can also email me, Josh at ftwinvest.com, Foxtrot Tango Whiskey Invest.com. I respond back to that all the time. And then, we're always looking for deal submissions. They get zapped over. We get texts. We have underwriters and analysts that look at them all the time. So we're available.
Love it. Love it. So, Josh, man, one, definitely thank you for your time. You said it yourself, and I said a lot. Time is our most precious commodity. That we know if you know your time, how valuable it is, you can put a premium on your time. So thank you so much for your time. Two, definitely thank you for your story, sir. Thank you for the gift of your vulnerability, sharing things that you didn't have to share, but you did share. And then three, thank you for your perspective. Thank you for bringing your mindset to this platform. I know somebody has heard something that has helped them have a slight mindset shift around what they're facing, even around business obstacles. And so I really appreciate you being here today, man. Thank you so much for coming through.
Absolutely, man. Thank you.
Absolutely. And so listen, you can't tell me, y'all cannot tell me y'all did not get that great value from Mr. Josh and Mr. Fuller. You can't tell me you didn't. So definitely check him out, but definitely make sure you are subscribed here. You do not want to miss out on the incredible content and the incredible people, just like Mr. Josh, that we're going to continue to interview and continue to bring up. So Josh, I say thank you again. And to everyone else, we will see you on the next time.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.